Majority of the Pride Troopers down to the Universe 6 Saiyans and the androids. I mean, I thought they maybe would take out like 1 or 2 of them, not 5, not the majority of the team, and yes, these aren't the strongest Pride Troopers by any means. They were still doing a number though. Caulifla was getting tortured, Kale was like put inside of a sphere, you had Goku basically being like double penetrated from both sides. I mean, they were working together, and Captain Casserole was fighting Android 17 and 18 simultaneously. That deserves some props. In the end, it's the cockiness, it's the arrogance. He was like, great job guys, but I can't believe it took 5 of us to take on these 3. Are you kidding me? He was talking as if he wasn't fighting 3 Saiyans, right? So they got what they deserved, and honestly, Kale and Caulifla were the ones that really put in that work, because they knocked like 3 out at once. Was I the only one laughing my ass off when Android 18 grabbed Kokate, the last of the Pride Troopers that got taken out in this week's episode, and just like threw her off the stadium? Because she thought she was exempt from the ponage, right? Like, oh, I'm inside of this little orb, this little dimension, so I am safe. Like, why don't we just throw you away with the dimension? So, I don't know, I thought that was hilarious, just because it was so random, right? It was like after Kale and Caulifla literally like knocked 3 out with this crazy intense power, and then you just got Android 18 taking care of the trash, like the extra cherry on top. I'd still argue the most embarrassing defeat goes to Tupper. Not only was he the first one down, but it's just the manner in which he went out, right? Like, he really thought for a second he got Android 18, like, I did it, but he's like 10 seconds behind. Android 18 with their super strength just grabbed him and basically threw him out the arena. Even though he didn't like technically get thrown out of the arena, he almost did, and then he just fell because he's just heavy as hell. I'm not gonna lie, for a second I thought Jiren was gonna come in and save Tupper. Like, you know, it would have been a really romantic scene. Like, I would have loved that. But it would remind me of, like, you know, Android 18 saving Krillin in that same situation when Krillin, like, fell off. Wouldn't that be really cute if Jiren saved Tupper? I could just imagine it. Like, Jiren's, like, grabbing Tupper and Tupper stroking his bald forehead. Oh, I thought I was gonna die. It's okay, baby. You're really heavy, though. I probably lost like 10 subscribers just saying that corny shit. Just erase that from your mind, guys. You know, pull a Zeno, pull a Zeno. According to the both of them now, the Omni King and the Grand Priest, this is where the real fighting starts. So all the trash is gone pretty much, and you know, it's a little bit weird to me because like we still have Ribrianne or whatever to deal with, and I think Ribrianne's kind of trash, but also Murachin, you know, the strongest warrior, the captain of the Universe 10 team, got taken out by Frieza, just disposed of like trash. I mean, he got chochoed. Like, this man's got taken out off screen. That's embarrassing. So, Universe 10's strongest warrior, the dude that was there, you know, the big muscles, like, looking like, you know, some big giant sumo wrestler, the captain of the team, taken out like nothing by Frieza. Taken out to where the topic of conversation isn't like, whoa, Murachin just got taken out. The topic of conversation's like, yo, Frieza, don't take my prey. And then Frieza's like, sorry, Vegeta, you know, first come, first serve. Really? That's what Universe 10 is? First come, first serve? I can't wait for the real fight to start. Beerus and Champa cracking jokes at each other. Vermouth there backing his boys. Even though Vermouth was like backing Casserole in this week's episode and he got taken out, right? Like, in a pretty embarrassing way to Kale. And speaking of Kale, she's an exception to the rule, right? Because she went in when the fight didn't really technically get serious, even though she made that shit real serious. But she's not a part of this next phase, this real serious fight, because she simply doesn't have enough stamina to go at it. And fuck, man, thank God, right? Because not only did she almost own Super Saiyan Blue Goku and nearly taken this dude out, but she, you know, literally helped cut the Pride Troopers team in half. So for her to now go in the mastered Berserker state, because at first she went into that taller, slender form, and that would have been an okay excuse to, I guess, give her emotional control and have her fight, but not have the power that she just had. But then she got big and buffed up like we saw her when she was really going in, and I'm just like, okay, this is too much. Like, the Universe 6 Saiyans can't be that broken to where, I mean, because guys, like, she just went Berserker freaking state and she's mastered it, when I last week's review said that if she mastered it, it would have to take arcs to master. Arcs! She mastered it in 1 episode. So I'm glad she's unconscious, I'm glad she can't fight anymore, because I would just feel like these Universe 6 Saiyans, bro, like, I'm scared for Goku and Vegeta, like a future encounter with those Universe 6 Saiyans, because these guys are growing at rates that are incomprehensible. I don't want people to bring up Gohan's potential or future Trunks or the hybrids, right? Because they ain't giving it to Goku like that. This week was unexpected heat. Like, I didn't think this episode was going to be as good as it was. I don't think anybody really thought Goku and Jiren were going to actually fight at the beginning of the episode, and they didn't, right? Topo came in there, shot a bunch of blasts, had Goku there in the ground, literally, and then they just leave, apparently because they want to save stamina. Topo's like, we got this team of 5. We'll let them deal with all these punks. We got to save stamina. So basically, stamina